I'm Dr. Joycelyn Elders, former Surgeon General of the United States, and we're at Philander Smith College in Little Rock, Arkansas. I grew up down in southwest Arkansas in a very tiny community called Shaw. There's 99 people in Shaw, Arkansas, and only 98 when I'm up here. It's so difficult to talk about becoming the Surgeon General because you spend your whole life really becoming the Surgeon General. Well, I took pre-med while I was here at Philander Smith, and then I left Philander Smith and I went into the Army and trained as a physical therapist, and I used the GI Bill to go to medical school. So that's when the path started. I went to Philander Smith College, then I went to medical school, and I was in the Army, and so, and was on the faculty at the University of Arkansas, and the health director, and then the Surgeon General. And it took all of that. You use all of the experiences that you've ever had in your life to be the Surgeon General. I wanted to make sure that all of the other young women that was in this country have the same opportunities that I did, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that they get there and not end up in poverty, ignorance, and enslavement. I feel that I'm a role model by them knowing if I could do what I did, coming from where I came, that you can't use that you're poor, that you're from a rural area, that you know, as a reason that I had all of those handicaps. And I made it, and you just have to keep trying. I'm not saying that it's not more difficult for some of us than others. I'm not saying that I didn't get a lot of lucky breaks. But I'm saying it's very important to have the right bag of tricks when the opportunity comes along. It was a passion for me. I really wanted to make a difference because I feel that we can prevent young women from becoming parents before they become adults, that we can also keep them from becoming poor, ignorant, and enslaved. They will get an education, they're more likely to get a better job, more likely to find the right person to spend their life with, and so I feel very strongly about that. You know, I came to Philander hoping someday that I could be a clerk in a department store. At least that would get me out of the cotton patch. While here, I had the opportunity of hearing Dr. Edith Irby Jones, who came here to Philander to give a lecture. And I thought that she was the most beautiful, articulate woman I'd ever seen. And I didn't even know that women or black people could be doctors at the time. So that changed me. And after that chapel program, I spent the rest of my life wanting to be just like Dr. Edith Irby Jones. Having to be at the right place at the right time and the right people believing in you. And you know, I got to Philander by the United Methodist Women giving me a scholarship to come here. I'd never heard of college. And my sisters and brothers, my brother who's being honored tonight, they picked cotton to get my bus fare to come here. One thing you have to know is you can't be what you can't see. So we've got to make sure that more of our bright young people be able to see more role models, more mentors, all across the country. Well, you know, when you live in a place where there's only 99 people, everybody knows everybody. Everybody's responsible for helping everybody. And, you know, when anybody is in need, everybody tries to go in and help and work to make to take care of that need. It's a matter of getting us all together, finding out what we can do. You know, often we don't do things because we don't know or we think nobody needs that. But if we find out what it is that we can do, that we need to do, usually if there is a community activist or a catalyst or an organizer who can point us in the direction and say, well, now Dr. Elders, every Thursday from 1 to 5, this is what I want you to do, usually I'll do that. I think an important catalyst for building communities is get the community united together and talking. You know, everybody can do something.